I am now pleased to introduce Isabella Tavi Sanders, a PhD degree candidate in industrial engineering, who will give the student reflection. Isabella.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Georgia Tech is about creating the next. As PhD graduates, according to Wikipedia, we must have produced original research that expands the boundaries of knowledge. That's a pretty daunting task. But since we're sitting here today, we achieved that. Take a second to let that accomplishment sink in. We created the next PhD in our field. But we didn't get here alone. My biggest supporters have always been my parents. I am the daughter of a Cambodian refugee who went to high school in Atlanta and was the first woman in her family to graduate from college. I am also the daughter of a Georgia native and Army veteran who got his PhD in ACO from Georgia Tech. I am the first woman in my family to get a PhD. Many of you sitting here today are the first in your family to get a PhD. At Georgia Tech, we are here to create the next. It is our duty to make sure that though we are the first, we should not be the last. Even though our names are alone on the degrees we are receiving today, I encourage you to think about the people who made it possible. Whether it was the building manager who let you into your lab at the crack of dawn, or the undergrad who simply said, "Thank you," at the end of a course you taught. Your peers who studied with you through midterms, finals, and comprehensive exams got you here today. That third grade teacher who taught you how to write enabled you to finish your dissertation. The admins in your department who helped you run student events were always cheering you on. The faculty and staff who helped run the COVID surveillance testing program kept you safe. Your friends who went with you to Waffle House and football games even when they had work to do. Student organizations like SWE and intramural sports that gave you a sense of community. Your advisor who stayed up all night submitting your rec letters made sure that you got a job. And even that one relative who kept asking you when you were going to graduate gave you the motivation to finish your PhD. Now that you've thought about the people who have supported you, I encourage you to think about what you can do to help create the next. For those of us going into academia, we can create the next by supporting an undergraduate research project. For those of us going into industry, we can create the next by taking the time to mentor that intern that's still a little lost. We can even create the next by encouraging our future children to come to Georgia Tech. To quote Stan Lee, "With great power comes great responsibility." We are Georgia Tech PhD graduates, and we can create the next. Congratulations, class of 2021. We made it.
Second, I have a little gift for you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Isabella, and good luck in your new career as a professor of industrial engineering at West Point. You made us all very proud, including your parents, who I got to meet a minute ago.